Pretty Woman is a 1990s rom-com centered around Edward, played by Richard Gere, who's a successful businessman who unintentionally picks up prostitute Vivian, played by Julia Roberts, when he struggles to drive his friend's Lotus. Vivian has experience with cars and helps him out, for a fee, of course. The two end up spending a night together in Edward's penthouse suite, and sick of his colleague Stucky nagging him for never having a date, Edward proposes that Vivian stay with him for a week as his employee to join him for business meetings and dinners. During their week together, the two characters get closer and change for the better. Edward breaks it off with Vivian as he prepares to leave LA, but wins her back with a grand gesture as the film ends. Now, for 10 facts about Pretty Women you probably didn't know. J.F. Lawton wrote the original screenplay, called 3000, so named for the amount of money Edward gives Vivian on their first night together. The script was accepted by the Sundance Institute in the late 1980s, and eventually Touchstone Pictures, a division of Disney, acquired the rights to the film, subsequently changing the title to Pretty Woman. Lawton's original script was similar in many ways to that used in the final film, except for the ending, where Edward and Vivian don't end up together. Rather, Vivian and her roommate Kit head to Disney to spend the money Edward had given Vivian for their week together. Vivian was also supposed to be addicted to cocaine, and part of the deal with Edward was for her to stop drugs for a week. When Disney acquired the rights to the film, Gary Marshall replaced J.F. Lawton, and Marshall is responsible for the lighter version of the film and happy ending that we know today. The part of Vivian was initially offered to Molly Ringwald, known for other rom-com hits of the 1980s like Pretty in Pink and 16 Candles. However, Ringwald turned it down because she didn't feel comfortable playing a prostitute in the film. Later, she expressed regrets for turning down this role. Other potential actresses who could have replaced Julia Roberts in the role of Vivian include Meg Ryan, Jennifer Connelly, and Winona Ryder. The reason Edward is driving a Lotus in the film when he picks up Vivian is because Porsche and Ferrari originally did not want to be associated with prostitution. This was a big mistake on their part, as sales of the Esprit, which was the model in the film, tripled after the film became a hit. Just as Julia Roberts had to fight for the role of Vivian, several different actors were offered the role of Edward before Richard Gere. These actors include Albert Brooks, Sylvester Stallone, Daniel Day-Lewis, Kevin Kline, Denzel Washington, John Travolta, and Christopher Reeve. As a dentist, this is one of my personal favorite facts about the film. Richard Gere broke a tooth while filming. He actually broke a crown on one of his molars, which you can see him searching for in this clip with his tongue. This happened during the scene where Edward catches Stucky trying to assault Vivian and throws him out of his penthouse suite. It's not actually Julia Roberts in this poster. Her head was photoshopped onto her body double, Shelley Michelle, for their poster. This necklace scene was not planned. In the scene, Edward snaps the necklace box shot on Vivian's fingers. This was not in the script. Gere improvised, and Robert's reaction was completely authentic. The opera Edward takes Vivian to was called La Traviata, which means the fallen woman, and it's actually about a prostitute falling in love with a rich man. If you enjoyed this video, comment below with your favorite rom-com, and I'll consider it for my next video. Thanks for watching!